Hello, Guy. Welcome in Millennium. We are very happy to have you in the team. Would you introduce yourself to our audience, like telling us a bit about where you come from and what you've achieved up to now in Gear of Wars?
Yeah, my name's Conor McGrath. I'm from England, near Manchester. I played Gears for a long time now, around about 8 years. I've played it competitively since I was about 12, 13 years old. I've won LAN events, I've won online tournaments, I've won a lot of things.
Okay, and Gear of Wars 4 is coming out tomorrow. Could you tell us a bit about your feeling on this game specifically?
Yeah, we pre-ordered it, so we got it on Friday just gone, so a couple of days ago. It's been very good, very interesting, the new game type and such. It's, especially with it being 5v5, it's kind of transitions a lot. There's a lot more teamwork involved, but overall I think it's a very good game.
And we have all seen that Microsoft has decided to invest a lot onto this game, especially onto the competitive scene. Could you tell us a bit about what you expect from this competitive scene?
Hopefully it lives up to the expectations. The thing with Gears is we've all played for many years with no prize pools. Well, prize pools, but nothing as big as now. The coalition have put a lot into the game. They've worked with the players, and it's really, beneficial. I just hope, all the teams, carry on playing, keep up with it, and, I just hope it goes as well as it can go.
And just before you told us a bit about the new format, 5v5 instead of 4v4, can you tell us a bit more the way it's going to impact the game?
Yeah, I mean, for Gears of War has been out for many, many years. I think the first game was released in 2006, and it's always been played 4v4. So it's very interesting that they've added the fifth player. So it adds a lot more intensity to the game because the maps are, in my opinion, a lot bigger. So, having that extra player is better, but, there's more communication involved, more teamwork involved, which is, I think Gears of War should be about. The previous Gears, there's been a lot of individual plays, so to say, like a lot of individual skill that's kind of mattered a lot. But now it's a lot better because there's that teamwork element that's been increased due to it being, changed into a 5v5.
As you know, there used to be a mode called Execution, and now Microsoft introduced a new mode called Escalation. Could you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, it's a lot better from Execution, in my opinion. It involves a lot more teamwork and a lot more communication. You've got your home hill, you've got and you've got the mid hill that you fight for. So it's really interesting how teams are playing at the moment. As rounds go by, the respawn timer increases. So on previous Gears, it's been a lot, very important to get kills and, get that, man advantage, so to say. But in this game, it's different. I mean, dependent on, if it's 14 seconds, 16 seconds respawn, playing for your life is a lot more important than taking a 1 versus 1. Plus the way the hills transition and with the weapon swaps you can put down, you can be 4-0 down and just by adding one weapon, the other team may not be able to adapt and you can come back and win. And it's a game mode that can vary dependent on later rounds. Teams can be better at the start and some teams can be better, in the later, areas of the game. But in my opinion, it's the best game mode we've ever had.
Okay, and we have one very big question here in Europe. We want to know if we are better than the NA teams or are we not?
It's hard really to tell. Envious came over from America to play in Gears of War Ultimate Edition. They kind of took the event quite easily, but there were a lot of upsets. Like Infuse got knocked out by, Rift, and then they had a bad game against Vitality. Whereas, if maybe they turned up on the day, things could have gone a lot different. I think it's hard really to say that they're so far ahead. That what most people say, because the connection, we can't really play them online due to, connection issues and such. And they've only one team came to one event, so it's hard really to say. Personally, after watching them, I think, they've all gone full time now, so, they're putting a lot more hours into the game. So at present, they're a lot more ahead as most teams in regards to the meta of the game. But I think, it's just a matter of, once the game's been out for a month or so, then a lot of teams are going to be catching up, and then, then we'll really find out who's the best.
And so, what are your own objectives on this game?
As everyone's is to win everything. Travel the world, which is, it's amazing the fact that us young players, we get to travel the world and play a game that we've all played as a passion for many years. And, I just hope we can do the same that we've previously done on the Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Thank you for the interview. We are very excited to see you and the other guys at the Columbus event in November and the London event in December, and we cheer for you.
Okay, that's fine.